good times roll, yeah. Okay, here we go. Another week begins. March 8th. Yeah. There's our 17 right there. March 8th, week 2 of the illustrious spring sign up. This week I get a couple days off. I still got a couple floaters left. So get out in a couple of days of this. I just have to retool my thinking to make this work all right. I mean, it'll be all right. People are nice on this run, you know. Oh yeah, which leads me to the next point. You know, they gave out a handout with the checks last week. Look at this. And it said something about don't talk to passengers when they get on the bus. Don't talk to co-workers when they don't talk to drivers. Distracted driving, blah, 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 you know. What's going on over there? Find that buses. Must be a wheelchair there. There it goes, yeah. Oh, it's him. I see him later. Meanwhile, oh wait a minute, that was a 15. That 20 is sitting up there. Okay, where was I? Yeah, they gave out a handout saying, well, don't talk to passengers, don't talk to your coworker. Well, you know, that doesn't work. Come on. Are they for real with that stuff, man? I understand the distracted driving and all of that, but the accident statistics at TriMet don't bear out any problem here. From what I understand, our preventable accident statistics are very, very low. So I'm not sure why everybody's freaked out with this distracted driving nonsense. I mean, but if you think I'm going to stop talking to passengers, you can forget it, because without that, there's no use in having a job. I mean, that's the whole point of it. For me, that's the whole reason I like the job as a passenger. And then, you know, when you get a coworker that's riding, you're definitely going to talk to them. So I don't know, maybe they're just going through this bureaucrat. You know how bureaucrats are. They're going to issue memos and directives and all of this crap, you know, because they got nothing else to do anyway. And I understand the training department is bored because they got no training to do, because there ain't no bus operators being hired. So what are they going to do except harass bus drivers, you know? Give us endless check rides, you know, go see if we know what we're doing. Don't forget about the subjective data, you know, like, do you crash the bus when you're at work? No, that doesn't count. The trainer is going to evaluate whether you know what you're doing or not. It's insulting, but, you know, that's how it works. You have to put up with this stuff if you work here. Put up with these meaningless directives and these bureaucrats that bug you endlessly because they got nothing else to do. Anywhere, anytime, with lightning fast internet. Bicycling in Portland. Yeah, we love Portland. Our kind of town. Portland. Yeah, I guess Sam took $20 million out of the goddamn sewer fund and is using it for bike paths. Sam, you know, I know you gotta pander to your audience, and I know that's your audience. And I guess you've calculated out that you can get reelected by pandering to these particular people, since they might be the majority of voters for you or whatever. But you know what? You're hurting the city when you do shit like that. I mean, we need our sewers done properly. It's like them taking our Social Security money out for general revenue, you know? You can't be doing that shit, okay? That's supposed to be put aside for our retirement benefits, but the government does what it wants. You know, it's just so shameful that our government on all levels is so out of control. It's out of control with at the city level, at the state level. Well, the state, what state level? What does Kulongoski do? He doesn't do shit. He's useless. It's a waste of money there. And the federal government are all out of fucking control. And we foot the bill for all of this crap that they fund. Yeah, so you forget the distracted driving memo. I mean, you know, forget about that. And I was also reading the report from the hearing, the open houses, they call it. I guess the open houses are different from the hearings. I guess, you know, I haven't quite figured out the bureaucracy.
So many people out there riding.
Open house and hearings are different. Open house, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyway, they got something like 98 people showed up for these open houses. And there were 48 comments received at the open house. So in other words, 50 people showed up at the open house but didn't bother to say anything. It's pretty weird. Were they just observers like we do? But they did get like 750 overall comments. And they published some kind of synopsis about them, like, I don't know, 50 people said they were going to work or something, or there's something non-controversial. But you know, why isn't that stuff published? Why aren't all the comments published? Don't you think that would be, I mean, why aren't they published somewhere where we can all, members of the public can all read what the public is saying? I mean, that should be a matter of procedure, you know. Public comments should be listed for the public so the public can see. And I'm also curious, who the hell is reading the public? Who does that go? I'd like to know the process of how that works. Look at that BMW, another goddamn BMW drivers. I've come to the conclusion are worse. They have got to go faster than everybody else on the road. And they just won't stop for anybody, pedestrians, other vehicles. They just got to go fast because they got their little Autobahn German car that goes fast. And so they buy that car specifically to go fast, and that's what they're going to do. And see, he's all over the goddamn road up there. Anyway, yeah, I would like to know exactly how it works. You know, they should give us a TriMet TV episode on that. Like, what happens to your public comments? Okay, you make the public comments, it goes to some planner or what? It goes to a scheduler, and that planner does what with it? Where does it all go? It just goes in a book? Who reads it? Who evaluates? How does it get evaluated? You know, we have no idea, do we? They don't tell us that. Is it just routine, or somebody actually evaluating any of this? I think it's all public pressure myself. If they get enough public pressure, they will. Whoa. Uh-oh. Traffic problem. I better get out of here. I'm going to take Canyon Road today. I know it's breaking up here. Okay. Yeah, I think it's all public pressure myself. I don't know. Should I get off of here? It looked green when I checked the highway report. It's all public pressure. If they get enough pressure from the right people, they make changes. If they don't, then it's too bad. I mean, TriMet basically functions independently anyway. It's not elected, which gives it no accountability. Well, there is no accountability in any government, but especially places like TriMet where it's not elected. I guess that's why they set it up that way, so they don't have to answer